The next couple videos will be challenging, so please pay attention closely. So what I'm going to do is zoom out a little bit, and what I want to do is I want to click on the surface of my side view, and what I want to do is I want to copy or Control C on the keyboard and paste. You will see that it is following my mouse around, and what I want to do is I want to place it onto the other block, and once it looks like it's snapped onto the right location, click once on your mouse to drop it. So we want to focus now on this block for our bottom view. Before we get drawing, I'd like to make a couple marks at the bottom. So using the hand tool or the orbit tool, we want to look at the bottom of the blank, and I want to position it in a way that I can see the full bottom, and then I can also see the hole in the back. The first thing I'm going to do is I want to draw my line of symmetry, which is going to be from midpoint here to midpoint on the other side along the red axis. Next, what I want to do is I want to draw a line for the bottom of my car. So I'm going to click from the front of my car to the line of symmetry. And the next thing I want to do is I want to locate the right side of my circle, my dragster hole, and draw a straight line coming down, keeping the line blue. Okay, as we said before, we want to make sure that we are at least 4 millimeters away from the dragster hole. So I'm going to click on the line that I just made, type in 4 mm, and then enter. And I know that when I start my bottom view that I do not want any closer than this dot right here. The other marks that I want to make is I'm going to draw a line from about where the center of my first axle hole is down to the line of symmetry. And I'm going to come over here and draw another line about where the front axle hole is down to my line of symmetry. We know that from our specifications and limitations that we want the body width at axles to be between 35 and 42. And that's why we've made this line right here. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a guide mark here. I'm going to click once, bring it up, and I'm going to type in 10 mm and then hit enter. And this is going to tell me that I don't want to get close to that line of symmetry because, again, if your car is too thin, when it impacts the end of the finish line, it will break in half. So from here, it looks like we might be ready to start designing our bottom view. We are only drawing one side of the car. If you want, technically, you can use the paint bucket and you can shade in the right side that we didn't add anything to, black. And again, we are only drawing the one half of the side. If you want, you can always take one of your bottom view drawings, fold it in half, so this way you can kind of see what you're drawing. So I'm going to improvise this a little bit. And what I might want to do is start somewhere along here, because again, I don't want to start on the guide mark. I want to start a little above. And then what I can do is maybe come up to this end point. And again, I like when Google creates the blue line. It's a nice fluid mark. And then I'm going to draw something from maybe about here to about here. And I can come all the way down to this guide mark. And then from about here, I'm actually going to bring it all the way down to my line of symmetry. If I am happy with my design, okay, I can tell that from the body width at axles right now is 21 millimeters, and again, we drew half, so that would be 42 millimeters, which would be our maximum, which is perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to erase any of these lines that I've created in between, and I want to be able to click on my bottom view so that it is one solid face, and I can see that it is one solid face. And from here I'm going to click on Edit, Copy, and using the Orbit tool, I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Use my Pan tool, I'm going to bring this off to the right, and I'm going to hit Edit, Paste, and I'm going to snap this a little in front of the car. If I zoom out, so I have three components now. I have my side view completed, I have what I've set up for my bottom view, and then I have a copy of the one side of the bottom view. Please click on the next video to see how to manipulate your entire car.